From Lutcher High School, Crescent City Sports is proud to present Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League action. As this evening, the Atalco Bulldogs, based at Lutcher High School, take on the Jesuit-based Retif Oilers. And a pleasant good evening to you, Ken Trahan, joined by VK Jones, Chip Merritt, and Matt Merritt along for the ride here this evening on a warm evening in Lutcher. Coaches meeting at home plate. Two terrific programs, and in the Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League thus far, these are two of the top teams right now. The River Ridge Patriots, based at John Curtis Christian, are 6-1. And right behind them at 5-1, the Jesuit-based Retif Oil team. Meanwhile, the Atalco team, based at Lutcher High School, is 4-2. So these are two of the top four teams in the 16-team Summer League in its first year. VK, great to have you along for the ride, and it was a great prep baseball season. And the Summer League is a continuation of that with underclassmen, and so far it's been a wonderful success.
Absolutely, and good to have me here. And all I know, this is your world, man. This is absolutely your world. And being through baseball and everything, I know high school is not different. But at the same time, this has been a very successful summer league, and giving you a lot of credit, Kenny, and also all the schools that came together with the 16-team league, and it's been very, very good. Looking at a couple of broadcasts, and it's honored to be here today to check these teams out, especially these two great programs sponsored, and also give credit to these sponsors to support these schools and everything else going forward with this league.
Well, as mentioned, these are two of the top teams in the league. Both played yesterday, and Retif Oil whipped Peck's Seafood, based in North Shore High, 12-4. Meanwhile, the Lutcher-based Atalco squad shut out Holy Cross-based Ponsteins 3-0, and that was all about the brilliant Marshall Luke coming off of his incredible freshman season. He pitched 6 shutout innings, allowed just 1 hit, and struck out 13 yesterday in the win over Ponsteins. Let's set the starting lineups for this evening's contest. First of all, for the visiting Retif Oil team, based out of Jesuit High School, under the direction of Kenny Goodlett. Leading off at third base is William Good, batting second. In right field, Everett Denny. The third hole hitter and first baseman is Hunter Ufnak. Cleanup hitter and second baseman Alex Johnson. Batting fifth in center field is William Soder. Hitting sixth, the left fielder is Justin Stoppa. Batting seventh, the catcher Gates Barre. Hitting eighth, the DH Patrick Merrigan. Batting ninth at shortstop is Jake Marisi. On the mound for Retif will be Scout Hughes. It's Good, Denny and Ufnak, Johnson, Soder and Stoppa, Barre, Merrigan and Marisi. For the homestanding Atalco Bulldogs, under the direction today of Chip DeSherry, of course, run by Ryan Jensen. He'll be here a little bit later. They have a record of 4-2 in the league. Leading off at shortstop, the aforementioned Marshall Luke. The DH is Brock Luke. Hitting third at second base, Kai Brown. The cleanup hitter, first baseman, is Colin Rokes. Batting fifth, pitching, Quinn Smith. Luke Babin is in center field. Gavin Labeouf plays right field. It's Mason Montz at third base. Carson LeBlanc plays left field. Gavin Gill will be the extra hitter. It will be Marshall Luke, Brock Luke, and Brown. Rokes, Smith, and Babin. Labeouf, Montz, and LeBlanc. Gill the extra hitter, and on the mound, as mentioned, Quinn Smith. He's worked 3 innings thus far in Summer League action. He is 1-0, and he's not given up a run on the year. In those 3 innings pitched, he's allowed just 1 hit, 2 runs, but they were unearned. He's walked 3, struck out 4. We expect to see several pitchers in the game here this evening. Lutcher is dressed in their purple tops with the yellow gold numerals, white pants, and of course the purple caps. And Retif Oil in their blue tops with the pinstripe pants and the blue caps and the blue stockings as well. Umpires are ready to roll. Smith finishing up his warm-up tosses. And these are 2 great programs. When you look at what they've been able to accomplish over the years, it's been pretty special to watch. And I would not have closed that door if I were you, but that's another story. That is a mistake. But having said that, it's almost impossible to get open. But having said that, this is, again, 2 programs that are incredible. Lutcher, 5 state championships overall, and Retif, Jesuit, I should say, with 21 state championships, most ever in Louisiana history. Jesuit also the most runner-up finishes in Louisiana prep baseball history with 9 of those. Lutcher, for that matter, aside from their 5 state championships, has 4 runner-up finishes as well. And, of course, Lutcher, the defending 3A state champion, having won it over Berwick this past season in the title game 5-4 in Sulphur. Jesuit, the state champion in Division I in 2021. We're set for baseball. Leading it off, the third baseman, I should say, William Good. Good at 3:57. First pitch on the way, a swing and a miss, and we're underway at 6:02 here, or 2 minutes late, so good. With no homers and no RBI, good, an outstanding player. I should say a good player all throughout the prep season. And, of course, here again, I would leave that open slightly. 0-1 the count here. And the next one. And a swing and a smash off the pitcher's glove up the middle of the second. Second baseman the first, and he is safe at first. That'll be a base hit for William Good. Good effort by Kai Brown on the ball that was deflected. Fielded it cleanly, made a strong throw, but Good beat the wrap. So there's how this one starts. VK, a leadoff single for William Good.
That was right off the glove of the pitcher. I mean, he stayed right in front, but, good effort right there by the shortstop trying to make the play.
Everett Denny, the right fielder, bats. He's off to a really good start at 421. No homers and 5 driven in for Denny. Good a lead from first. And Smith pitches, and that is a strike called to get ahead of Everett Denny, who, as mentioned, is off to a really good start in Summer League action. Good with a lead. He has stolen 1 base on the season. Stretch pitch sails outside and high for a ball. So the count is even at 1-1.
And I know it's a little early, you know what I'm saying, but, sometimes we might see a little bit of small ball, and I'm wondering they did a lot of that with a lot of bunts this season with the Summer League.
Fastball high makes it 2-1. Ethan Detillier is the catcher for Atalco here this afternoon. Really nice ballpark here in Lutcher. This is where the Summer League Championship will take place in early July. Time called by the hitter. Turf field, of course, outstanding condition. And a really good high school park in terms of dimensions, too, and I want to talk about that. First opportunity. And the 2-1 pitch. That's a strike called. It's 2-2.
Good pitch right there. Very good down the middle, right in the zone. It's a very beautiful park, Kenny. Very beautiful.
Wind blowing out here this evening. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Smith stretches and pitches, and a swing and a foul back. Keeps Denny at the plate.
One thing I noticed, Kenny, it's they got a covering right over here, net right there. Protection, protection, protection. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it.
Covered grandstand here. Smith with another. Breaking ball hammered to center for a base hit. Stopping at second will be good, so 2 consecutive hits for Retif Oil to start the game. Everett Denny, who's really hitting the ball well, does so again. So 2 on, nobody out. And here's the first baseman, Hunter Ufnak, to the plate. Ufnak is hitting .421 also, with no homers and 6 RBI. Hunter and Good, prominent members of the Jesuit high school team this year, which went to the Division I semifinals. The pitch. Swinging a little looper toward right. That's trouble. That's going to find green space. Another base hit. And the bases are going to be loaded with nobody out. 3 consecutive singles to set the table for Alex Johnson. What a start.
3 straight hits there for Retif Oil. I mean, that was real good, especially the blooper right there. And that right there caught Lutcher slipping right there. Now the bases are loaded, setting the tone early.
And Alex Johnson, the cleanup hitter, gets a chance to clean up the second baseman at 200 with no homers. And he's driven in 3. From the stretch, Smith in deep trouble here. Delivers. That's high and away. So Johnson gets ahead. It's 310 down the lines here. 340 to the gaps and 375 to center field. And the center field wall extends upward. Here's the pitch. That's up for a ball, and it's 2-0. So very honest, solid high school ballpark. I say that because they play in a lot of different parks on the high school level, and it's oftentimes they're diametrically opposed. Here it comes. That's way high. So now 3-0 and no room at the end with the bases loaded. In the New Orleans area, you've got RBI Field at Wesley Barrow and Kirsch Rooney Stadium, which are really college dimensions at those ballparks. 3-0 the count, and another on the way. That's high, so a walk and a run will score, and it's 1-0 Retif Oil. Johnson drives in his 4th run of the year. Good scores. Denny to third, Ufnak to second, catcher to the mound, still nobody out, and William Soder will bat.
Johnson, very good patience on the plate and everything. and at the same time, 4 straight balls right there. That's huge, and that helps Retif Oil gets on the board first.
And now William Soder, who's swinging the bat extremely well at 438 with no homers and 3 runs driven in as he steps to the plate from the right side. Bases remain loaded with nobody out. First one. That breaks in for a strike called. Smith gets ahead.
And the only thing here that's scary right now for Atalco is the fact that there's nobody out. Still nobody out in this top of the first.
Pitch is high, laid off, and it's even up at a ball. And a strike on Will Soder. Runners lead every base. Smith's been out of the stretch. Here it comes. That's high again. So when he's missed, he's been up pretty much with everything.
Absolutely. He's got to aim right to the strike zone. He's got to really just throw strikes. You know, I know he's trying to mix it up, but the key is to get strikes, you know. But trust your defense most importantly.
Wind has died down. It was blowing out. Flags are almost still now. 2-0 is a line drive down the right field side, slicing foul into the right field corner. That would have cleared the bases. But it's a loud foul by a few feet. And now the count even on Soder at 2-2. The weather at game time, sunny skies, the temperature down to 89. And the wind down to 4 miles an hour out of the southwest, so really not a factor. Of course, the feels like temperature, 96. And it feels all of that. 2-2 in the dirt. Nice block by DeTillier, and so it is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Soder. Tried to go breaking ball. Wasn't anywhere close enough to entice a swing from Soder. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners lead. And the payoff pitch. Swinging a foul. We'll do it again. Soder bangs that one on a play right side. 2 youth baseball fields adjoining this one on this outstanding Lutcher High School campus. And another 3-2 pitch and a swing and a ground ball left side. That's a base hit in the left field. 1 run is home. Second runner for the plate. Here comes the throw. It is cut off. Throw to third, and they've got the runner dead to rights. So 2 runs scored. The putout will go 7-3-6 to get the back end runner at third. It's a 3-0 game, and that's the first out of the inning. As Soder produces 2 runs, his 4th and 5th RBIs. And again, a 7-5-6 putout at third base. That's a good job. That's what you want to see in baseball. Hit the cutoff, man. You have a chance to get an out, and that's what they were able to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Atalco with a nice play right there to get the first out, and that's important, especially how things are going early.
Strike call to stop it. It's 0-1. Jackson at 250, no homers, no RBIs. So Smith is yet to retire a batter, but he does have an out.
And that's what Atalco really's got to just do what they can to try to stop the bleeding here with a 3-0 lead for Retif.
Down and out in the count even at 1-1.
Credit Suter. I mean, good job for him to get the 2 RBI single to extend his lead here.
Ball and a strike on Stoppa. And the pitch. Swinging a smash down the third baseline. Foul. And the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Sunny sky, of course, lights not on yet. No need. Wind kicks up a bit, blowing out again. 1-2 the count on Jackson Stoppa. Next pitch. Breaking ball, fly ball right field. Right fielder shades the eyes. Ball's carrying over his head. Goes to the wall. On his way to second, Stoppa. And stopping at third on the play is Soder. And it's going to be second and third with 1 out. And now 5 hits in the inning and still no batters retired. That ball just kept carrying.
It kept carrying right all the way. The right fielder just lost it in the sun right then and there, and then all of a sudden went right to the wall. That's huge there. Still 1 out in this top of the first.
He did not pick that one up. Looked like he was trying to flip the shades, and once he got turned around, it was curtains. Here's Gates Barre, the catcher, at 200. No homers, 2 driven in. The pitch, that's a fast strike. It's 0-1.
There's a big big spot here for Beret. He could get possibly 1 or 2 runs in with a base hit.
Runners lead second and third. And here it is. Down and out. Nice block by Detulier. Keeps the runner at third. That's important because, VK, you got an acre of space behind home plate all the way back to the screen. Any ball gets by the catcher,
that's trouble.
Runners can run forever. I mean, look at the space between home plate.
Oh, yes.
And
indeed.
The back fence. Yeah. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And a breaking ball strike. Good pitch. And it's 1-2.
And this is not close to what we see at Kirsch Rooney, where you have kind of a shorter type field right behind and everything, meaning that if you hit the chicken wire, that's when you go. But most of the time, you might not have a chance. Breaking
ball in the dirt, blocked by Detulier again. It's 2-2. Of course, you do a lot of games at Noel Suarez, and there's zero room behind home plate there. I mean,
not even room for the batting.
No, it's crazy,
area.
man.
It's unbelievable.
It's literally right on top of you. So your strategy is completely different on a ball that gets by the catcher in parks such as those. That's low. So now the count is full 3-2, and Smith is laboring out there here in the top of the first. Trying to limit the damage. 1 out, second and third, 3 runs home for Retif Oil. Stretched by Smith. Payoff pitch is on the way, and a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Big strikeout for Smith to get Barre for out number 2, and there's Patrick Merrigan, the DH.
That was a good pitch by Smith right there. Right in between the eyes, swing and a miss. That's big for Lutcher. Now they have 2 outs. Now they just need to concentrate to try to stop the bleeding and get out this inning without giving up any more runs.
Here's Merrigan with second and third, 2 outs. And that is a strike call. It's 0-1. Outside, the count even now at a ball and a strike on Merrigan, who's driven in 3 on the season.
And Merrigan with a big chance here for him to step in and try to get a big hit for Retif Oil.
1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, strike call. That slow hook drops in there, and it's 1-2.
Very good pitch there by Smith. Very, very good right there.
If Smith can get out of this allowing just 3, that will have been a win the way this inning is unfolded. 1-2 the count. Another pitch and a swing and a foul back. We'll keep Merrigan at the plate. Retif Oil has been the sponsor of Jesuit summer programs for many years now. Previously, Otaco, and prior to that, Tulane Shirts, sponsoring Jesuit baseball over the years. Here's the 1-2 in the dirt. And again, Detillier's done a really good job of blocking up pitches in the dirt thus far. It's 2-2.
I'm wondering if he's one of those, probably the members of the Detillier, especially Tim Detillier. That's a familiar name here, you know.
Great to see Tim earlier. Legendary coaches in Louisiana high school football history. And that's strike 3 call. Great pitch by Smith over the outside edge. Inning is over, so he gets out of it, allowing 3 runs on 5 hits. No errors and 2 men stranded. The bottom of the first is coming. It's Retif Oil 3. The Atalco Bulldogs coming to bat. And we'll set the defensive alignment for Retif Oil. It's going to be Stoppa left, Soder center, and Denny in right. Good will be at third with Marisi short, Janson second, Ufnak at first with Barre catching. And on the mound to start this one is Scout Hughes. Well, Hughes has had limited action on the mound thus far this season. No record, no earned run average for Scout thus far. And Hughes has pitched 2 innings Summer League play thus far. And in those 2 innings, he has allowed 2 hits. And again, no earned run average to this point in time. So Scout Hughes, the right-hander, takes his warm-up tosses. Again, what's happening in Summer League players, we're seeing games on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So quite a bit of pitching is used. And in the case of Jesuit, they also will play a Legion game tomorrow night against the St. Augustine team. And so, again, the pitching gets used up pretty significantly. And it's a great time to develop pitching. You get a chance to look at guys that normally you wouldn't have a chance to look at in prep action and try to develop that pitching depth going down the road. And that's what this league is all about, VK. It's about development with the underclassmen. No senior participants in this league.
And you have, and this is like more like also you look at that in summer league basketball. You know, you're developing the youngsters, the future of your team, and that's what it's all about more than anything else. Your future starters, your everything. That's what it means, especially when you have newer students, newer student athletes coming to your school. This is the chance for them to shine, but not just that, a chance for them to develop and seeing, okay, could he play immediately or could he develop and be ready when we ask him?
Should also mention that the St. Augustine-based team, coached by Barrett Ray, is sponsored by Chief Warren McDaniels. So that's the Summer League team playing in Legion Ball for St. Augustine this summer.
Nice.
Marshall Luke leads it off, the brilliant freshman of this past season. What a story he was. First pitch, down for a ball, 111 hitter, a homer, 4 RBIs. Marshall was incredible as a freshman on the mound for Lutcher this past season. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Smashed up the middle. Pretty good hitter, too. Lead-off single for Marshall Luke. What a good-looking freshman he is.
Indeed. And this is the first time I'm seeing him in person, hearing a lot about him. I mean, wow. I mean, a freshman stepping in playing big-time high school football like this and baseball like this and leading Lutcher to a state championship, amazing. And what I'm seeing so far, impressed was first at bat, but we'll see what happens the rest of the game. But very talented for a freshman.
Well, he's
now
already
becoming a sophomore.
He's already 6'2", 160 pounds, and he just finished his freshman season. Here's Brock Luke, and he swings and rolls it foul. It's 0-1. Brock Luke is crushing it at .462, no homers and 2 driven in for Brock on the season.
Cousins, brothers, I guess?
Yeah, you know, I mean, the Luke family is pretty proficient here, no question about that. Of course, if you recognize Marshall Luke's name, remember the East Bank Little League team that won the World Championship just a few years ago in 2019. Well, there he is. That was Marshall Luke, who was one of the premier stars of that team. Here's a ball to Brock Luke, and it's 1-1. So the firm of Luke & Luke operating here for Lutcher. Atalco here in the bottom of the first. Look out. Sails over the head. It's 2-1. Brock Luke ducking out of the way of it.
Maybe besides potential baseball players, maybe potential attorneys, maybe down the line.
Well, Marshall Luke, as mentioned earlier, pitched 6 innings yesterday. No runs, 1 hit, and struck out 13 in beating Ponstein's Food Store. Swinging a smash to center by Brock Luke is a base hit. So much like Retif, first 2 have singled with hard hit balls for Atalco, and it's 2 on, nobody out.
The law firm of Luke & Luke. I think we're going to be hearing that all day long.
Here's Kai Brown, the second baseman at .462, a homer. 8 runs driven in. As he's been really good. And a chance to do some damage. Visit to the mound by Barre to talk to his hurler. Now heads back behind the plate. We were able to do the Lutcher game at Chalmette during the prep season this year, and that was the night we raised money for the victims of in St. Bernard Parish. There's a swing and a miss. It's 0-1 to Kai Brown. We were able to do that. It was a wonderful night. Guy McGinnis, the parish president, Ronnie Lamarck on hand. On that night, Lutcher beat Chalmette 6-0, and Marshall Luke pitched 6 shutout innings and struck out 7.
Wow.
No balls in the strike.
That's a statement, though. That's a major statement.
Pitch on the way. Swinging a foul. It's 0-2. That was at Noel Suarez. Quinn Smith pitched the 7th inning, who's pitching here tonight. No balls and 2 strikes on Kai Brown. Was a starter and a prominent one during the prep season. Breaking ball, ground ball, left side, base hit. Runners are going to end up at every base. This is an instant replay of the top of the first. 3 consecutive singles, nobody out, and a big chance here for Colin Rokes. We might be in for a bit of a slugfest here, the way this one's unfolding.
Oh, man, this sounds like to me this is going to be fun, Kenny. This is going to be fun, and you know, sometimes the baseball aficionados might not like high-scoring games, but myself, I love slugfests. It's so fun. That is the fun thing of baseball. You got hits all over the plates, people scoring runs. It's just defense, defense, defense down the line if you need it.
Rokes takes a strike. It's 0-1. Rokes is hitting .600.
Wow.
In limited plate appearances. No homers, 2 RBI for Colin. Big opportunity here. And a swing and a fly ball to right, hit pretty well. Right fielder back, and reaches up and snares it. Does Denny. The runner tags from third. He will score. Runner from second to third. It's a 3-1 ball game on a sacrifice fly by Colin Rokes.
Good job by Rokes. I mean, he hit the ball deep enough for the runner to come home, and that's big right there for Lutcher to get on the board. Still runners on the corners with 1 out for the Bulldogs.
3-1 ball game. Runners at the corners, 1 out. And there's Quinn Smith. Retif hoping for the double play ball. There's a swing and a foul by Smith. It's 0-1. Smith hitting the ball extremely well. 471, no homers, and 6 driven in.
And I'm looking at a lot of these players right now for Lutcher. They got some nice size on them, man. I mean, real nice size for a young team.
Coming off of a state championship in 3A this past season. The pitch, that's a breaking ball, sits high and tight. So the count is even at a ball and a strike on Smith. Trying to help himself here. And the wind is picked up. You can see the ball's carried very well to right field twice. 1-1. Swinging a foul back off the fists. And the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes on Smith. It's 3-1 here in the bottom of the first inning. Retif Oil on top of Atalco's Bulldogs. A ball and 2 strikes. Runners lead, first and third. Pitch on the way. Swinging a foul. Out of play. Count remains 1-2. Ty Brown will return to first base. This Atalco squad has run well. 19 stolen bases. They've only been caught stealing once. Now Jeanson, the catcher, goes to the dugout. An equipment problem, it appears, with the mask. So trying to get an equipment adjustment. He does. Somebody's got magic fingers over there and fixed it in a hurry. He'll trot back toward the plate. Reclaim his mitt.
Yeah, that's very important. Just got to have that equipment fixed up, you know.
And Smith will stand back in from the right side. Runners at the corners, 1 out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stretch. And the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to first. Off the first baseman's glove. He'll take the play to the bag for the out, and a run scores. And it's a 3-2 ball game. So Ufnak couldn't handle it cleanly. If he does, he might have thought about coming home. When he did not, that made it easy for Brock Luke to score. And it's a 3-2 ball game. And on the play, Ty Brown to second with 2 outs and RBI for Quinn Smith.
Now the way it's looking, Atalco has the tying run in scoring position, but with 2 outs, a big opportunity to tie the game or for Retif to maintain and get out this inning.
Luke Babin bats, and he swings and shoots a line drive into center, a base hit. That's going to tie the game. Runner around third will score. We're tied at 3 on a 2-out RBI single by Luke Babin, his 3rd RBI of the season.
Very good by Babin, hitting that ball, and he smoked it right there near left center. And that was huge right there, RBI single. And now we're tied up with 2 outs.
Runner at first, and Gavin Labeouf, the right fielder, at 267. No homers and 4 driven in. Throw to first, runner back. The pitch. Breaking ball, fly ball to left field. Should be handled. Left fielder is there. Putting it away. Stop an inning over. But what an answer by Atalco. 3 runs on 4 hits. No errors, and they strand a runner. And after one, let's start over. We're tied at 3. Well, that was a pretty wild first inning, VK.
Yes, it was. Very, very wild there. And it's a sign for things to come. And we'll probably, you'll see one or two things. You'll see a lot more hits than a little bit from both teams. We'll probably see a lot of opportunities, a lot of runs in this ball game. Or you might have a possibility that both defenses and pitchers kind of slow things down and things will probably stay tight round 3-3 or whatever, So you'll see one or two things, but this is a very good start to a very good game.
So Smith helped himself with an RBI in that inning, goes back to the mound now in a tie ball game.
So we go 7 in the league?
7 innings.
Okay. All right.
And here in the second inning, it will be Jake Marisi, to be followed by William Good and Everett Denny for Retif Oil.
And I think the pitcher just got to really, he did a good job in the last part of the top of the first to get out of the inning. He's just got to let the game come to him. He just needs to just stay calm and do what he has to do. I think Quinn Smith, if he can just slow the game down a little bit, that will really help Lutcher. And it's got to start quickly right now, especially what happened early. You just don't want to see that happening again. But like I said, if we see what we've seen in the whole first inning, it could be a real shootout going to the end of this game.
Smith finishing his warm-up tosses as we get set to start the second inning. Of course, we have daily recaps of all Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League action at Crescent City Sports, so you can make sure you check that out late tonight, first thing in the morning. We'll have that for you. We also have Peyton Davis covering the game between the River Ridge Patriots and Malcolm Dinas over at Raider Park this afternoon. He'll have a story on that later tonight. Here's Jake Marisi, and here's the pitch. And a swing and a line, driving to right. That's going to be another base hit. Boy, these bats are stinging the baseball here for both sides. That's the 6th hit already for Retif Oil. And again, a first pitch swing. And Marisi's aboard with a leadoff single. A very talented player who just finished an accomplished freshman season.
Wow. And I tell you, they're continuing to light it up, man. Running at first for Retif. Good start again.
And here's William Good, who singled and scored to start the ball game, takes a strike, a breaking ball from Smith. High stretch position, and the pitch from Smith, and a swing and a pop-up, foul, and out of play. Count to no balls and 2 strikes. Of course, the campus here, the storied Dog Pound, toward the front of the campus, where the Lutcher Bulldog football team has done so many great things over the years with so many great players. They're excited here right now for a guy named Jarvis Landry, who happens to be home, and a member of the New Orleans Saints. Pop foul, right side again, out of play. We'll do it again at 0-2. That's really exciting when you have a hometown guy come home to play for the professional team in his hometown and has a chance to do some really good things. And Jarvis Landry certainly is that type of player.
Yes, very much a staple here in St. James Parish. And, I mean, it's great for him to come back to his
There's
hometown.
a swing and a fly ball on the left, sinking left fielder. Can't get it, a base hit. Back-to-back singles again, and Good is 2 for 2, and it's 2 on, nobody out, and the hit parade continues.
Well, one of my broadcast guys said a hit like that, like a little bit of a floater right there, we call it a bleeder. So that right there sometimes can hurt. But the hit parade does continue.
Got it a bit off the end of the bat. And he's on, and here's Everett Denny, who singled sharply his first time and scored a run. He steps out.
Yeah, but I think I'm very excited for Landry to be back home in New Orleans to contribute. And I know Lutcher's excited. I'm excited Tyrann Matthews back home.
I was going to bring that up considering your background, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Here's the pitch, and there's a swing and a foul back by Everett Denny. I was blessed to do quite a few of Tyrann's high school games, and I thought he was the best player in Louisiana his senior year. Just a brilliant athlete. It didn't matter how big he was, never has.
Now remember, you had a pick 6 against West Monroe in the playoffs. That was huge there.
0-1 is fouled out of play, and it's no balls and 2 strikes.
And it was a great ball game. And I remember you told me I was crazy to predict that St. Aug would have the second round upset. And St. Aug came so close.
Yep.
But Tyron was amazing, and it's great to have him back in New Orleans. Him and Jarvis Landry, both purple and gold type players.
Breaking ball in the dirt. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. A big thrill for both to have a chance to play at home now.
You come from the purple and gold from the Purple Knights and the purple and gold from the Bulldogs to LSU, and now black and gold.
High and away. Count even at 2-2 on Denny. Smith could have had a lot more damage against him in the first. He had second and third, 1 out, and he struck out 2 in a row to get out of it. In trouble here again. 2 on, nobody out. 2-2 is down and out. Off speed pitch. It's full 3-2 on Everett Denny. Doubt that the runners will be going here. Left-hand hitter at the plate. Catcher has a clear path to third base with his throw. Runners lead on 3-2. Runners not going, and the pitch is a smash up the middle, a base hit. Bases will be loaded yet again. This is an instant replay once more. 3 consecutive innings where we've had 3 consecutive singles to start the inning. I don't know that I've ever seen that before.
I seen that a couple times in a couple of junior college baseball games I did this year, Region 23. We seen some shootouts just like this. But 3 straight hits, and I like how Denny hit that ball. He smacked it right down the middle, and Retif Oil, big chance to take the lead.
Here's Hunter Ufnak with the bases loaded and a breaking ball strike. It's 0-1. Hunter singled his first time again. 3 straight singles to load the bases in the top of the first. 3 straight singles to load the bases in the bottom of the first. 3 straight singles to load the bases here in the top of the second. And another base hit to left field. 1 run will score. Second runner will stop at third, and the score is now 4-3. As Retif Oil takes the lead, Ufnak jumped all over the first pitch. He saw it. He liked it. Marisi scores. Good to third. Denny to second. And they just keep on swinging the bats. And the bases are still loaded with nobody out. And here's Alex Janson, who drove in a run with the bases loaded walk his first time to the plate.
Ufnak with a big time hit right there, man. I mean, that's stepping it up for your team right there.
The pitch, down and out. Detillier can't find it, but it's right by his feet. So the runner goes nowhere. It's 1-0.
And trust me, I've seen some crazy shootouts, a couple of them that was wild games. I'll tell you about one in a little bit, because I tell you, those couple games with BRCC, that was double digits.
Up and in, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Well, we're trying to make you feel right at home here. That's
right, exactly. And I am right at home now with this. It's a great start, you know.
In a foul back. He had a good cut. It's 2-1.
I remember I did a BRCC versus Bossier Parish game, and the final score wound up being 17-14. I mean, defense was absolutely out the window that game.
2 balls and a strike. And he chased one out of the zone, and that's strike 2. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Johnson expanded there. 2-2 the count. Bases loaded, nobody out. A run home. It's 4-3 Retif Oil. And a breaking ball rolled toward first. First baseman dives, flips to the pitcher covering for the out, and a run scores to make it 5-3. Second RBI for Janson. As the play goes, Rokes to Smith covering at first. Good scores on the play. Denny goes to third. So it will be second and third with 1 out, and Soder will bat.
Good defense there by Atalco right there. I mean, Atalco really had to make a play right there. Good job by the second baseman, by the first baseman. Made sure he gave it to the pitcher. That was a smart play right there. You didn't want to try to overdo it, but that's a smart play to get that out.
Here's William Soder, who singled home 2 runs his first trip. Chance to do so again with a knock. He takes one just off the plate, and it's 1-0.
And Soder had a RBI single last time he was up.
A 2-run single.
2-run single. So it's a chance for him to get another couple RBIs again here.
Soder swings and misses. It's 1-1.
Good pitch right there. Very good pitch by Smith.
Showed bunt, took it away, and the count goes 2-1.
Yeah, this is not Soder's first rodeo here, but this could open things up here for Retif.
Here's the pitch, and a swing and a pop-up. Straight up. Catcher coming back, pitcher coming in, and no catch. Great effort by the pitcher, who came. Look how far he came. Smith about 20 feet in the foul territory from the mound, and he left his feet, almost caught it. Catcher tried to locate it. By the time he did, he could not make the play, so it just goes as a harmless foul ball. Soder has a life with a count of 2-2.
And Smith just really flew to the spot, trying to make the play, trying to get that second out. But just a foul ball. Soder lives to fight another day here with this next pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. And a beautiful breaking ball struck him out looking. Big strikeout is the second out of the inning. And once again, trying to escape further damage here. To Smith, and here is Jackson Stoppa, the left fielder who doubled his first trip to the plate.
Big spot here for Stoppa right here.
Took it away. Nice job by Detillier to flag it. It's 1-0.
Lutcher's really got to the biggest thing they got to concentrate on is to get that third out. That's real important if they're going to try and get out the inning. They already have given up 2 runs. They don't really want to give up any more.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a little tapper foul behind the plate. It's 1-1 on Stoppa. A ball and a strike.
Look like anything goes here with 2 outs.
And that one broke, but it's a bit high and a little bit inside. And it's 2 balls and a strike. Throws that slow breaking ball. Hitters sometimes have given up on it, and it's broken over the plate a few times.
It's a very interesting pitch there.
And a swing and a fly ball to center. Center fielder back. Won't get it. It's over his head. 2-run score on a 2-run double by Stoppa, who's got his second double of the game, and it's now 7-3 Retif Hoyle. And again, the ball's carrying extremely well.
Especially with the wind going there, and I think the center fielder really underestimated the ball. He thought he had it, and it was like, wait a minute, it's going more back than I thought, and it went over his head.
So that's the big inning. Gets you to 7-3, 4 runs in the frame. Still a runner in scoring position with 2 outs, and Gates Barre will bat. He struck out swinging in the first inning.
And Barre with a chance to try to get a runner in for Retif.
Pitch from Smith, and has a swing and a foul back. No balls and a strike. Runner goes, pitches a ball, and the runner steals third without a throw. Tremendous jump by Stoppa. Pitcher really didn't pay attention to him, and he's at third.
Not at all, Kenny, not at all. Stoppa just looked and made the move, and he just timed it so perfectly.
Now runner at third, 1-1 with 2 outs. And it's in the dirt, blocked by Detillier. It's 2-1.
And it looked like Stopper's just ready to roll home, especially if that ball gets by Detillier.
Here it comes. Swinging a pop-up foul, right side, long run, first baseman toward the fence. He's got room, and he's got it. And the inning is over. A lot of foul territory here. 8 men come to the plate for the second straight inning for Retif Oil. This time 4 runs come across the plate. It happens on 5 hits yet again. No errors in the inning, and a runner left. That's 3 stranded for Retif. We're on to the bottom of the second, and it's Retif Oil 7 and Atalco 3. And tonight's coverage on Crescent City Sports is brought to you by the Lamarque Automotive Complex in Kenner. Lamarque Ford, the #1 Ford dealer in the Metro New Orleans market. Must be a reason. Thanks to Lamarque for their continued support of CrescentCitySports.com. Well, you wanted offense, you've got it. 7-3, and we're going to the bottom of the second inning. And Retif Oil already has 10 hits in 2 innings.
10 hits, that's amazing for Retif Oil, hitting that ball well and very well indeed. And I'm wondering what's going to happen this bottom of the second here. Will Lutcher answer? That's going to be the biggest thing. I'm not to say Atalco. Will Atalco answer the bell this time? Because that's amazing what they did in this bottom of the first. Let's see what happens in the second inning if Atalco can answer Retif Oil, because that was a huge second inning for them.
Scout Hughes back to the mound. Gave up 3 runs on 4 hits in the first. His team staked him to a 3-run lead. Now it's staked him to a 4-run lead. Heading to the bottom of the second, it will be Mason Montz, Carson LeBlanc, and Gavin Gill, who will bat for Atalco in this inning. Again, this is where the championships will be played. The semifinals and the finals due to be played on July 6th here in this ballpark. Ball's carrying extremely well here this evening, and the wind's blowing out again a little bit more briskly now. Anything in the air, it's got some air under it, is really, really carrying. We've seen outfielders think they've got the ball measured and just haven't been able to get there.
No, not at all, not at all. They're mistiming it, and they're thinking, oh, wait a minute, and all of a sudden they're just going back. You know, I done seen some games, and you done seen some games this year that all of a sudden the wind is a factor. I remember one weekend it was Nunez against BRCC, and I think it was a Saturday, the wind was blowing out.
Pitch in the dirt to Montz, 1-0. Montz at 200. No homers and 4 driven in for Mason, the third baseman. Ready with a 1-0. And a ground ball left side to third. Handled there by Good. His throw across is on the money for out number 1.
Good throw right there. And like we mentioned, that particular ball game, the one was blowing out, and I counted at least 3 home runs. We thought it was pop flies, and it just drifted out. So we might see a couple of them, but that wind is blowing a bit. It's definitely going to be a factor.
Carson LeBlanc will bat, the left fielder. 333, no homers, an RBI, and a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Well, you did games at Goldsby, traditional ballpark, where one of those parks where walls could talk. Been there, done that many times. And there's a shot up the middle and a base hit. Carson LeBlanc has a 1-out single. 5 hits now for Atalco. And now you flip the order, and here's well, actually not yet. They're going to bat 10, I believe. So, yep, that's going to be Gavin Gill. This is going to be their extra hitter, which they're allowed to have. So batting 10 in the lineup is Atalco. And here's Gill at the plate. He's 0 for 4 in Summer League play. LeBlanc leads from first. The pitch. Breaking ball drops in there for a strike.
Yeah, I did Goldsby, Suarez, and Rooney.
Yeah, completely different ballparks. No balls and a strike. The pitch, and that's a wild one back to the screen. That'll get the runner to second. And you see how far the catcher has to go to get that ball. So a wild pitch puts a runner in scoring position. And Noel Suarez is a really nice facility. It's a high school park, and the dimensions are high school, so it can be home run derby there.
And I think
At
we've
times
seen a
at the
bunch
junior
of
college level.
yes, we've seen a whole bunch of home run derby in those games over there. My goodness.
1-1 the count. Pitch on the way. And a swing and a ball hit foul down the left field side. Out in front was Gill. It's 1-2. Rooney, of course, plays the most honest of them all. It's college to pro dimensions, and real grass surface, and of course, makes you play the game. You got to feel the ball well on that hard infield, and then the dimensions are deep. The pitch popped him up, foul, out of play. Holding it, a ball and 2 strikes on Gill.
And then Goolsby, I mean, they did a great job redoing the field and everything. And you got like a green monster type field on the fence that you got to really hit over that thing if you're going to get a home run.
1-2 pitch. Breaking ball beat on the ground slowly. Left side. Third baseman charges. Good gloves and throws. Got his man. Runner goes to third on the play. Out number 2. Good job by Good. And LeBlanc moves to third with 2 outs. And now we'll get Marshall Luke, who singled sharply up the middle back in the first inning.
And I tell you, Good did a real good job on his in the third base position right there, making the play. Retif really showing a little bit with their defense so far. But still an opportunity here for Atalco.
And a strike called. It's 0-1.
Now you get to the top of the lineup with the law firm here. Let's see what they can do here.
0-1. Just missed away. Good location nonetheless, and it's 1-1 on Luke. Look out, hit him in the back with an off-speed pitch. He'll trot to first, so it'll be runners at the corners with 2 outs. Glad to take that one for the team. A slow breaking ball. That doesn't hurt very much.
Nah, not that much there, but he took it and, you know, it's just a sign the pitcher just got to, you know, stay in control, but hopefully he can just, you know, continue trying to try to throw strikes and anything else. That's what he's got to do, but sometimes once in a while, ball slips and you hit the batter.
Runners at the corners for Brock Luke, who singled and scored his first time, and he swings and shoots it foul. Out of play. Right side, it's 0-1. Of course, Ryan Jensen, the outstanding head coach of the Lutcher baseball program, did a tremendous job this past season, leading his team to a state championship. Ryan at Destrehan with his freshman team is coming here. When that's done, runner goes from first, pitches a ball, no throw, stolen base. So Marshall Luke takes second on the stolen base.
It looked like Barre, he just like kind of hesitated there when he caught the ball and everything. That's where Luke just straight up took advantage of it.
Well, they weren't planning to throw. That was obvious based on the reaction of Barre. There's a ground ball, the third, foul, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes on Brock Luke.
Big spot here for Luke right here. Base hit can get at least 2 runs home. But there's 2 outs.
Well, a 2-out hit separates winners from losers, always has. We saw that last half inning with Stoppa with a big 2-run double with 2 outs. 1-2 the count. The pitch to Brock Luke. Inside and low. Scooped nicely by Barre, and the count is even at 2-2.
This is name of the game is chess, not checkers right here.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on the pitch. And a swing and a ground ball up the middle off the pitcher. That's going to be a base hit. A run will score, and it's a 7-4 ball game. Luke is 2 for 2, and there's the big 2-out hit. As Hughes at least kicked at it, but could not get it anywhere where a play could be made. Second baseman Jalsall came to get it, but no chance to get anybody as LeBlanc scores. Marshall Luke to third. Brock Luke an RBI single. It's 7-4, and now Kai Brown is the potential tying run at the plate.
Big spot here for Brown.
Brown singled his first time. Pitch is going to hit him. So the bases will be loaded. 2 hit batsmen in the inning. And a big chance here with 2 outs for Colin Rokes. When a sacrifice fly his first time, that's going to prompt a visit to the mound from Kenny Goodlett. His pitchers have really struggled in this one.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, you try to throw strikes, but as soon as you throw it, sometimes, you know, the batters have been successful hitting the ball. And, you know, we've seen Retif this inning playing much better defense, but, you know, give credit to Atalco. They're hitting to the ground to make sure that Retif Oil tries to make a play. And that's the important thing you got to do. You want to hit it to the ground to make the defense make the play. But the pitchers have been, both teams has been kind of up and down.
Long discussion here. 2 hit batsmen in the inning.
And
that's tough stuff when you're giving up a lot of hits.
Right. And it's about control. That's the most important thing, is control.
Visit complete. Kenny Goodlett, who led his team to a Division I state title in 2021, slowly makes his way back toward the dugout. Then he'll make his way home about 3 doors from me when he's done here. So,
wow.
Here's Colin Rokes. Bases loaded, 2 outs, and a breaking ball swung on and missed. Expanded his zone, and it's 0-1. Rokes had a sacrifice fly RBI back in the first. 7-4 Retif Oil here in the bottom of the second. Rokes waits. Here it comes, and it's in the dirt. Barre got a good piece of it to keep it by him, and it's 1-1.
It looks like a bullpen about to get going here for Judge with a couple pitchers going down. Big opportunity here for Atalco.
And the 1-1. Right down the middle for a strike called. It's 1-2. Retif has a right-hander throwing. Just started throwing in the bullpen area, as VK alluded to. 1-2 the count, bases loaded, 2 outs. And another on the way. Swinging a foul back. Roke stays alive.
Yeah, Roke, you know, you got it. When you go down, you want to go down swinging, and he reached for it and went foul, staying alive.
Ball and 2 strikes. And another. And he reached down and poked it foul. That pitch well out of the zone. He just protected. Somehow got a piece of it off the end of the bat. Stays alive at 1-2.
And that's competing right there, man. I mean, that's what, you know, certain batters, certain players are taught to just, if you're going to strike out swinging. Strike out looking.
Right-handed hitter back in, waiting with the bases loaded and 2 outs. And another outside, and it's 2-2.
That was smart right there. He seen that ball was that pitch was going outside, so he backed away on that one.
2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch, swing and a miss. He chased a high heater, and the inning is over. So 1 run crosses the plate on a couple of hits. No errors, 3 big ones left. They've stranded 4, and after 2, it's Retif Oil on top of the Atalco Bulldogs by the score of 7-4.
That was a huge strike out there by Scout Hughes, man. I mean, that's big. That's what Judge would needed. A little bit of better. We see some good defense a little bit in that inning, Kenny. Very good. And it kind of slows things down, but let's see what Atalco do. Hopefully that they can start getting some defense going here and making some stops, because, you know, 7-4, 3-run lead, that's still a deficit right then and there, but we know what Atalco is capable of doing, but now the defense got to step in.
So 7 for 11 runs scored in 2 innings here as we go to the third. Quinn Smith's going to return to the mound for a third inning of work. He's been knocked around. Pretty good. 7 runs on 10 hits in 2 innings. Here in the third, Patrick Merrigan, to be followed by Jake Marisi and William Good for Retif Oil. Going to work here in the third inning.
And it looks like a couple pitchers are going down for Lutcher, so it looks like their bullpen is going to try to get together here.
Smith taking his warm-up tosses. So our 2 major league favorites are doing pretty good these days, right? The Atlanta Braves are red hot, going crazy right now. The defending world champions and my St. Louis Cardinals are having fun, leading their Division II as well.
Absolutely.
What do you say we have those 2 play for the National League Championship? You're all in on that?
I'm with it, man.
Okay.
I'm with it. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised it could happen. I would love to see if the Mets and Braves can meet it out, because we have a good mutual friend, George Peppers and Emmanuel Peppers, that are huge Mets fans, and they're having a great start to the season. I know they're going through a good bit with injuries, but at the same time, Cardinals, Braves, that'd be nice. That'd be real nice.
Cardinals won the first of a day-night doubleheader against Pittsburgh, 3-1 earlier. And in the nightcap, they're just underway, bottom of the first, and Tommy Edman led off with a home run. Paul Goldschmidt just did a 2-run homer.
Wow.
So St. Louis is already up 3-0 in that one. The Braves, by the way, are up 2-0 on Washington in the top of the third. So good news on all fronts, right?
Winners of 13 straight, looking for 14 tonight.
Patrick Merrigan, yeah, that's crazy. Merrigan is struck out, and is only at bat that end of the first inning for Retif, and he swings and fouls it to right. Against Smith, it's no balls and a strike. Defense plays him straight away. On a first pitch swinging thus far in this one. Oh, 0-1 the count, and here it comes. Slow breaking ball sits high. So it's even up at a ball and a strike. Scheduled for 7 innings. We're in the top of the third. If you just joined us, game moving slowly because you've had 11 runs scored in 2 innings. 7 for Retif Oil on top, and a swing and a ground ball left side to third. Handled by the third baseman, Montz. His throw is true, and that's out number 1. Merrigan is retired. Montz to Rokes for the first out here in the third. That's the first time that Smith has been able to retire the leadoff hitter.
That's a good job there by Montz. I mean, Montz got that ball, and he threw it to first right there, handling it very, very well.
Here is Jake Marisi, who singled and scored his first trip. Ready the pitch. Breaking ball strike. It's 0-1. So Jake's dad, Ryan, was a brilliant player at Archbishop Rummel. His father, in fact, Ryan, is in the Rummel Athletic Hall of Fame.
Wow.
0-1 the count. Stretch and the pitch. Sails high and away for a ball. And it's 1-1. Smith always works from the stretch. There's the 1-1 pitch and a swing and a miss.
It's a good pitch right there. Very good pitch.
1 ball and 2 strikes on Marisi. Jake steps out, takes a practice hack, and now stands back in. A ball and 2 strikes. Smith with another. Swinging a foul back. Had a good rip. Count remains 1-2. Along with V.K. Jones, Ken Trahan on the campus of Lutcher High School for this Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League baseball action. And the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball high and tight. And it's even up at 2-2.
It's pretty high on that pitch right there. I know Smith was trying to aim to that strike zone, and it just went high.
Now the 2-2 pitch from Smith is on the way, and a swing and a foul back. So Marisi battling. We'll see his 7th pitch of the at-bat.
Real interesting battle here.
And another 2-2. Breaking ball popped him up into short center. Shortstop out, center fielder on. Shortstop there, and making the catch is LeBlanc for out number 2.
And looked like they almost ran into each other right there, but, but good thing that Atalco made the play. But a lot of time, you're taught to make sure you call the ball off a bit so you can make sure that the catch is made and nobody runs into each other.
There's William Good, who's batted twice, singled twice, and scored twice. And he swings and flies this one to center pretty well. Center fielder back with a play. Making the catch is Babin. And there's a 1-2-3 inning for Quinn Smith, who's now set down 4 in a row. Settling in a little bit as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. And it remains Retif 7-3 over the Atalco Bulldogs. Which, of course, reminds us to remind you that tonight's coverage on Crescent City Sports is brought to you by Ochsner Sports Medicine Institute. Get the same sports medicine care the pros receive with minimally invasive treatments and quicker recovery times. Visit oxnard.org/sportsmed to learn more or schedule an appointment near you. So back to work in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Scout Hughes pitching with a 7-4 lead, and here in the bottom of the 3rd, he'll face his opposing pitcher, Quinn Smith, who will be followed by Luke Babin and Gavin Labeouf.
And finally, we've seen a little bit of we've seen some defense in between innings. So that could be a sign things might slow down in the game or not. But we shall see.
So Smith will head to the plate. Quinn drove in a run with a ground out his first time to the plate. Here he is from the right side against Hughes. First pitch from Scout. And called the ball. Just missed the outside edge. A ball and no strikes. Another. Swinging a tap foul. It's 1-1.
And that'll be this will be big if Smith can just set the tone with a hit, try to get a run on for Atalco. It's good for pitchers to try to help themselves here if they can.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And a swing and a top foul right at the feet of the catcher. And it's a ball and 2 strikes on Quinn Smith. Retif got 3 runs in the first, and so did Atalco. Retif with 4 in the second, and the Bulldogs got 1 in the bottom of the second. Shoo, just missed the outside edge. Pretty good cutter. Called a ball, and it's 2-2. Just off the outside edge. And now the 2-2 pitch in the dirt, so it's full 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes. And here's the payoff pitch. Ball 4, so the leadoff man is on. Smith behind in the count, battles back, draws the leadoff walk. Should get a runner for him, as they do for pitchers all the time, and that's going to happen here. So Smith will come out of the game for a courtesy runner. Look like Trace Millette, number 6, I believe, is the runner. And now Luke Babin, who singled home a run his first time, will bat. Took it away for ball 1. It is Millette running at first. And he took it a strike over the outside edge. Got the call. It's 1-1. A little oohing and eyeing from the crowd on that one.
Pretty close pitch right there.
Ball and a strike. And another. Missed inside with a cutter. It's 2-1. Throw to first to chase the runner back. Millette.
Is it just me or you see a whole lot of checks you see all year, to first base?
Another throw over there. And Millette again diving back in.
It's understandable you got to really try to keep runners at bay, just in case they try to make a move.
Well, Retif trying to keep the double play in order here. 2-1. And a swing and a tap foul over toward the Atalco dugout. So the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third inning. Retif Oil leading 7-4. Millette with the lead. 2-2. Swinging a pop-up left side. Third baseman out. Shortstop in. Left fielder in. Left fielder reaches and misses it. Runner will end up at second base on the run. Stoppa may have overrun it, and it's got to go as a hit as he couldn't reach back and catch it. And it's 2 on, nobody out. Babin's 2 for 2, and a fortuitous opportunity there for Atalco. That ball stayed up a while, has to be caught, was not. It's 2 on, nobody out. Here's Gavin Labeouf. And that's a tough chance. Left fielder has to come a long way. Third baseman has to go back on it. Shortstop had to go a long way. Kind of
mistimed it a little bit.
No man's land there.
Yep. Yeah, it looked like they kind of mistimed that thing, and, that happens sometimes. But now Judge's got to bounce back quick. I'm going to say Retif Oil's got to bounce back quick.
Here's a beautiful bump by Labeouf. Knocks it down, throws, and still got him at first. So the sacrifice works as he's tried to barehand. He didn't field it cleanly, but he was able to recover and throw him out. But the sacrifice works. Nice bunt by Labeouf on the putout. And it's out number 1 as the runners advance to second and third. And now an opportunity for Mason Montz.
And Labeouf did the job, Kenny. He did the job, bunting, forcing the play, and he moved the runners. That's what you're supposed to do.
Montz grounded to third his first time up. Big chance here. Breaking ball strike. It's 0-1.
Basic and get a couple runs home to cut this lead.
Now the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. The fastball by him. It's 0-2. Montz has driven in 4 on the season. Big opportunity here with only 1 out to cut into this 4-run deficit. Stretch in the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Perfect location. Set up away. Got it away. Fans Montz for out number 2.
Good job by Hughes. I mean, that was a really, really good pitch. Getting down there and making Montz miss right there.
2 gone for Carson LeBlanc, who singled and scored in the second inning as Hughes tries to pitch out of a big jam here. Pitch missing away for a ball. Now the 1-0, and that is, I guess, inside. It's 2-0.
If Hughes can get out this one, that'll be 2 straight innings that he's got out of a jam. That'll be huge for the Oilers going
Heard my
forward.
phone ringing. I told you not to call me 3 or 4 times there. That's your middle name, right? Telemarketer? Yeah.
Nah, that's not my business. No.
Pitch on the way. That's a strike call. 2 balls and a strike now on LeBlanc.
I think that's Chip's middle name, I believe.
There you go. That one and that other friend of yours, Spam Risk.
Spam
you know him
Risk.
pretty well, too, huh?
or scam lightly.
Breaking ball strike. It's 2-2.
Wow.
At the knees over the outside edge. So it's even up at 2-2 with 2 outs on the ball with 2 on. It becomes a pretty big pitch in the game here, even though we're only in the bottom of the third. With 2 runners in scoring position. And 2-2 on the ball. And Hughes will stretch. And Hughes will pitch. And it's outside, and it is full 3-2.
This is a big pitch coming up here. I mean, it is early, but still, this has been really a tight game, especially the way both teams have been hitting the ball.
Payoff, and that's inside. He walked, and base is loaded with 2 outs. And here's Gavin Gill, who grounded out his first time out to third base. And here comes Kenny Goodlett. He's got a pitcher ready in the bullpen who's been throwing for a while. See if he elects to make a change here or not. It's a tough time to bring someone in with the bases loaded. But Coach Goodlett is moving his hands and providing some instruction, maybe expressing a little bit of animation in the process. Coaches are not fond of 2 walks in an inning after 2 hit batsmen in an inning last frame.
Right. You know,
too many free base runners.
Yeah, too many freebies. You don't want that in a situation like that.
He has not signaled to the bullpen. Long conversation. Home plate umpires watching. Sooner or later, he'll go break it up if this takes much longer. Showing a lot of leniency here. And finally, a hand clap by Coach Goodlett. He says, go get him. I'm going to give you a chance to get out of this. Tying run is at first base with 2 outs. And here's Gavin Gill looking for his first hit of the season. A big opportunity here.
Sometimes coaches come out, you know, try to slow things down and everything and try to keep them calm, you know.
So here's Gill with the bases loaded and 2 outs. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball. It's 0-1. Starting off with a crooked one. No balls and a strike. Runners lead from every base, and here's the 0-1 pitch. And a swing and a miss. He chased a breaking ball, and it's 0-2. If you trust your catcher, you come back with that hook here because he's swung and missed at a couple of those. It's a situation where you would triple up if you're calling the pitches. 0-2 the count. Runners lead every base. The 0-2 to Gill. Swing and a miss. He got him with a fastball. And what a job by Hughes to get out of it. The visit to the mound pays off handsomely. No runs in the inning on a hit. No errors. That's 3 more left. 7 men left on base in 3 innings for the Bulldogs. We head to the 4th, and it's 7-4. Well, that's a lot of opportunities when you leave the bases loaded 2 straight innings.
Absolutely. I mean, it's alarming, and also it's something that's really, really key. And, you know, leaving runners in scoring position, I mean, that's something that could haunt you the rest of the game. And you got to take advantage of opportunities like that. But that give a lot of credit to Retif Oil. I mean, they came up big defensively, making the stops they need to, and also to Scout Hughes making some big-time pitches, big strikeouts. And that's what they needed to get out of it. That is huge for them. And it seemed like things have started to slow down these last couple innings.
On we head to the 4th inning, a 7-4 ball game in favor of Retif Oil. Ken Trahan with V.K. Jones from Lutcher. And it's still Quinn Smith on the mound. He's set down 4 in a row now, settling in a bit, but he's got the 2, 3, and 4 hitters coming up to face here in the 4th, and Everett Denny, Hunter Ufnak, and Alex Janson.
And this is what I noticed a lot of these turf fields now more than anything else, that, you know, you don't really get too dirty, man, especially with the dirt. It's all turf. So if you just slide, you don't really have any dirt on you. You know what I'm saying? So it's amazing how these turf fields look now, you know. So it's just unbelievable, the dynamics and change and everything else. And it's good to have turf fields now because of weather-resistant things, especially rain and all that stuff, the protection. So, it's a new thing, but it's really caught on.
Everett Denny bats. He's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles and 2 runs scored. The pitch to Denny. He's low for ball 1.
How long Turf Fields has been out? That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, it's been a while now. And, of course, the trade-off of no dirt is you get a lot of those pellets in your shirts, in your belt, in your pants. You hope not in your eyes. Pitch on the way. That's down and out. So 2 balls and no strikes to Denny.
That sounds like the football turf.
Similar. It's the same surface. It's exactly the same surface. 2-0 the count on Everett Denny. And another pitch. Strike over the inside edge. It's 2-1. Stepping out is Denny. And the 2-1 is down. It's 3-1. Retif Oil with 7 runs on 10 hits, all of which came in the first 2 innings of this one. Here's the 3-1. And a swing, a fly ball hit pretty well to center. Measuring it is Babin. He's got it. Round number 1. Denny flies to center, and here's Hunter Ufnak, who singled twice, scored twice, and driven home a run.
Ufnak is kind of reminding me a little bit of this baseball player that plays for Auburn, who's really hitting the ball very, very well.
Breaking ball just missed the inside edge. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Ground ball foul. Third base side. Count is even up at a ball and a strike. One ball and 1 strike. Ufnak waits. Smith delivers. Breaking ball strike. Good pitch. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes on Hunter Ufnak. Took a fastball, strike 3 call for out number 2.
Good strike out there by Smith. I mean, he really was determined, and he got that out right there. Smith is really has slowed the game down, and he's really settling down and taking care of business.
6 in a row set down by Smith, and now he deals with Alex Janson. Walked and drove home a run in the first, grounded out to drive home a run in the second. Pitch on the way. Swinging a pop-up right side. First baseman, long run, foul territory, and look at the pitcher diving. That's the second time we've seen Smith run about 30 yards, full speed, laid out. Well, you don't see pitchers do that. That's how badly he wants this thing. That's just a tremendous effort.
Very much a very good effort, and I mean, I can say one thing. I think he's making an addition for him to be the number 2 starter, don't you think?
Well, I mean, he's pitched well previously, and he's, of course, a good athlete. That's obvious. Right. And that's the second time he's gone that hard, that far, to try to get a foul ball and get an out for himself. He had a longer run than anybody else to get there, and he laid out trying to make the play.
That's really impressive to any of these coaches. They just know one thing. I'm like, oh, he's going to hustle and bustle every time.
Here it comes. Look out. That one got away from him. High and tight, 1-1. Janson back in. Smith ready. With the 1-1 pitch is low. So it's 2 balls and a strike. Smith ready once again. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's low. 3 balls and a strike. Three and one now. And here it comes. Tapper foul. And it's full 3-2. Paul Goldschmidt's just hit his second home run in a row for St. Louis. He's hit 3 already today.
Wow.
If season ended today, I'd have to make him the MVP. He and Machado and Alonso have been incredible. 3-2 pitch. Swinging a hard hit ball, left side base hit. Jean-Saul singles through the left side. With a 2-out single here in the fourth, stops the string of 6 straight retired by Smith. Hit number 11 for Retif Oil. And here's Soder, who has singled home a pair of runs, and he struck out.
Jean-Saul just hit it just past the shortstop, and that's big there for Retif Oil, just to keep this inning going.
With 2 outs to pitch, runner goes, pitches away. Throw is going to be not in time. Stolen base for Jean-Saul, who got a good jump, and he's at second with 2 outs.
It's a good attempt right there to try to get out Jean-Saul, but just beat the throw.
The 1-0 pitch. That's low, so it's 2 balls and no strikes. Long look. And the 2-0 pitch up and in. Oh, he called it a strike. Pitch looked inside, but it's 2-1. Soder not sure about that. 2 balls and a strike. Another in the dirt, smothered by Detillier. It's 3-1. Runner at second is Jean-Saul with 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. 7-4. Retif Oil on top. And the 3-1 up and in. Ball 4. Runners on at first and second with 2 outs, and Jackson Stopper will bat. Well, he's batted twice and he's doubled twice, and he's driven home 2. And we'll get a visit to the mound here. Ryan Jensen's done a great job with this Lutcher program. That's going to be all for Smith. We're going to get a new pitcher into the game. Smith able to go 3 2/3. Will depart here is responsible for the 2 base runners. And a new pitcher coming on is going to be Gavin Gill. Gill, of course, was the extra hitter in the game, and he'll take over on the mound. So Gill to take over as the pitcher here in the fourth inning with 2 on and 2 outs. Can't close the book yet on Smith with the runners at first and second. And now we get a look at Gavin Gill. Gill on the year, no record. Earned run average is 8.40. He's pitched 1 2/3 inning in 2 appearances. And he's allowed 6 runs, 2 earned on 4 hits. He's walked 4 and struck out 3. Big right-hander Gill. Taking his warm-up tosses.
Smith with a nice effort for him in those innings right there, especially settling down and getting out of the innings, getting a couple strikeouts and everything. You know, did everything he could. Now, just got to see if Gill can get Lutch out this inning with 2 outs.
Well, it was obviously a very tough outing for Smith. He got knocked around significantly,
yes,
but you got to give him credit for hanging in there. And after the first 2 innings where he was really battered, and he just hung around, gave his team a chance, kept them within 3, and now it's up to Gill to keep them there with runners first and second and 2 outs. And again, he's got Stoppa coming up, who's had a pair of doubles in the game. Gill has finished his warm-up tosses. Lights have not appeared yet. Still sunshine here, but got to imagine we'll get some lights here pretty soon. Everybody returns to their positions. Runners at first and second. Johnson second, Soder first. And the pitch from Gill. Missing away, ball one. Gill would be best described as a slinger. He kind of slings it. This motion. 1-0. That's a fast strike. It's 1-1.
Like Gill has some size on him as well.
He's big. Second baseman to the mound. Catcher to the mound. They want to make sure they've got everything settled here in terms of signals. Shortstop as well. And the third baseman, they'll just talk it over. Actually, just the shortstop. Third baseman stays put. As they have this discussion. Tell you all about what we have planned coming up here at the end of this half inning on Crescent City Sports with the Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League. Ready to roll now. 1-1 the count. 2 on, 2 outs. The pitch on the way. Bounced it. Wild pitch. Runners will go to second and third. Now a chance for stop, but it delivers some more. 2-1 the count.
Runners in scoring position here. I mean, Stopper can get 2 more in, and for Retif, that wild pitch could be key. But Lutcher's just got to stay focused. They got to stay focused defensively and to try to get out of this one.
2-1 the count. Runners second and third, 2 outs. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. High fastball. It's 2-2. And the pitch, and a swing and a foul. We'll do it again. At 2-2. Gill the sign. And now time called by the hitter. Now ready from the stretch, Gill with a 2-2 pitch, and he chased a breaking ball, swung on and missed, struck him out, gets out of the jam. No runs and a hit, 2 men stranded. That's 5 left for Retif. We go to the bottom of the 4th, still 7-4 in favor of Retif Oil. So that closes the book on Smith. 3 2/3 innings, 11 hits, 7 runs, all earned. He walked 1, struck out 4, could lose, cannot win this one. But Gill keeps his team right there by getting out of a jam there in a big situation, VK.
That's a big pitch right there by Gill. I mean, that was huge on that breaking ball, and that's what Lutcher needed. They needed to get out that jam, so the lead won't be wide. It's still a 3-run lead for Retif, and still a chance for Atalco in going into the bottom of the 4th inning. So that's big for Gill to get the Bulldogs out of this one.
So still a 7-4 ball game as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. And Scout Hughes is back to the mound, working into his 4th inning here. Still pitching with a 3-run lead. And here in the 4th, he'll face the top of the order. Marshall Luke, Brock Luke, and Kai Brown.
You got Luke and Luke coming up. the law firm of Lutcher. They're going to come in and try to set the tone. And Lutcher really is going to have to set the tone here this inning to try to cut this lead down. You want to go 1 run at a time, but still you have at least starting here 4 more innings to try to win the game or tie it. But you got to go 1 at a time, but you got to try to set the tone right now. You don't want to be too late with it.
Marshall Lucas singled and scored. He's been hit by a pitch and stolen a base. Coming up on CrescentCitySports.com in Summer League play. Next Monday, we'll have Cretan Townsend Homes at St. Charles Catholic taking on the River Ridge Patriots of John Curtis Christian. It's a 1:30 game in the afternoon on Monday, June 20th. We'll have it live for you on CrescentCitySports.com. Swinging a foul by Marshall Luke. It's 0-1. And then we'll have another game next Tuesday, the 21st. That will be at Winterscheid Field in Marrero. Line drive, base hit. Luke's 2 for 2. He's some impressive young player. On with a leadoff single here, and now Brock Luke, who's 2 for 2 with an RBI, will bat. Next Tuesday, we'll have K's for Kids. That's Brother Martin taking on Refuel Archbishop Shaw at 6:30 at Winterscheid Park. Look forward to that one. Then on Tuesday, June 28th, we will have Corcel Law, De La Salle-based team, taking on Gulf Coast Bank and Trust. That's the Chalmette-based team from Noel Suarez Stadium on Tuesday, June 28th. Lights come on, and a swing and a fly ball to right, slicing. Right fielder, long run toward the line is there and putting it away. Denny had a long run. He got there for out number 1 to retire Brock Luke.
That's a big catch right there. Big out for Jesuit as the runner still stays at first.
1 gone, and here's Kai Brown, who singled. Scored a run. He's been hit by a pitch. And the pitch sails outside. Wild pitch. Runner will go to second. So Marshall Luke in at second base via the wild pitch in scoring position, and a 1-0 count on Kai Brown, who is singled. Scored a run. He's been hit by a pitch. 1 for 1.
Big spot for Brown. He can now, with a runner in scoring position, he can get a hit and get Luke home to at least cut the lead to 2 if he can do it.
1-0 the count. Pitch is on the way. Swinging a little flare to first. Caught by the first baseman, Ufnak, for the second out. Inside out jam job. Retires Brown. 2 gone. And now Colin Rokes, who has a sacrifice fly RBI, and he struck out.
And Hughes jammed him up right there, man. Jammed up pitch. That's something you don't like to see, but it happens.
Hughes is stretching. Hughes is pitching. Ground ball first base should be easy for Ufnak to the bag unassisted, and the inning is over. No runs and a hit. 1 man left. That's 9. Count them. 9 left. Or actually 8. Pardon me. 8 left in the game in 4 innings for Atalco. So we played 4, and it remains Retif Oil on top 7-4. And tonight's coverage on Crescent City Sports is brought to you by Gibbs Construction, a leader in the construction industry in Louisiana and the Gulf Coast for more than 45 years. Transforming dreams, visions, and plans into reality. Gibbs Construction.
And you look right there. Credit Hughes, but not just that. Credit Retif Oil's defense. And like you said, you throw the job is you throw strikes, but also you trust your defense. And the defense of Retif Oil making some huge plays, outfield and infield, and really helping Hughes right there. And that's why Hughes was still in for the Jesuit for the Retif Oil Oilers. But hopefully, we'll see if he makes the next inning. Most likely, they might make a change, but we'll see from there. But huge for Retif Oil and their defense.
Gavin Gill back to the mound. He got out of a jam last half inning in relief of Quinn Smith. It goes to work here in the 5th. He'll face the bottom 3 in the order. Gates Barre, Patrick Merrigan, and Jake Morisi for Retif Oil. Good to see all hands on deck. First day of minicamp for the New Orleans Saints today. Read about it at CrescentCitySports.com from Les East, who covered today at the Saints facility.
I think the Saints is going to be a very interesting team. We'll see what happens during the training camp, but I think they have met a lot of their needs for the first time in a little bit for the Saints, and I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Gates Barre has struck out and popped to first, facing Gavin Gill now for the first time. The pitch, that's low. 1 ball and no strikes. All of the runs in this one scored in the first 2 innings. Fastball high makes it 2-0. Sun beginning to set just a little bit. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And he check swing fouls it on a pitch that was up in the zone. Didn't mean to, and it's 2-1.
Interesting sight when the sun goes down, the lights are on. Just an interesting sight in baseball.
2 balls and a strike on Barre. Gill stretches, pitches, and that is in there for a strike call. Count is even at 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch sails high, and it is full 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes on Gates Barre. Payoff pitch on the way. Swinging a little looper into right. That's going to be a base hit. Barre reaches out, pokes it into right for a leadoff single here in the 5th. Hit number 12 for Retif Oil, the first for Gates Barre.
Good hit there by Barre. It was just a straight little bit of a poke, blooper, and just went right down for a hit. Credit Barre, really forcing that play to the second baseman, and the second baseman couldn't get there.
And we'll get a courtesy runner for the catcher, Barre. That's going to be Derek Delat, who will run at first. So Delat, the runner. And Patrick Merrigan will bat. Merrigan 0 for 2. He struck out, grounded out. Now he's the only player in the starting 9 that hasn't had a base hit yet. He can change that right here. The pitch, going to bunt, and he bunts it foul. It's 0-1. Really trying to bunt for a hit there, not to sacrifice. 0-1 the count. Got the third baseman, Montz, charging.
This is a good time to really practice bunting and small ball more than anything else, especially in clutch situations. And Summer League is a good time to do that.
Now the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased a high heater. It's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch, runner goes. Pitch is a strike called. Struck him out. Runner safe at second with the stolen base. So Merrigan fans. Delat steals second, and he's there with 1 out.
It's a good pitch right there by Gill. Really good right there to get that strike on Merrigan. Now you have 1 out here, but still a runner in scoring position for Retif Oil.
So with 1 out, here's Jake Marisi, who has a base hit and a run scored. He's popped out. He's 1 for 2. Jake pops it foul, out of play. It's 0-1. No balls and a strike. Stretch pitch. Swinging a fly ball to right, slicing toward the line. Long round the buff. He's on the run and got it for the out. Runner tags from second. Good base running play, and he'll get to third as a result. That's a good read by Delat to get himself to third. Good play by the right fielder, Labeouf. He had a long way to go.
Very good attempt by Labeouf. Nice throw right there. Got to the cutoff, but Delat, he's got some speed on him, Ken. Nice speed, got to third base.
With 2 outs, and here's William Good, who singled twice, scored twice. He's 2 for 3. And the pitch is low for ball 1. Good, looking for his first RBI. Runner at third, 2 outs. Delat with his lead. Here's the pitch. Good. Takes it just off the plate. It's 2-0. And there's the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball. It's 2-1.
It's a good pitch right there by Gill. Really good. That's what they need. Now you just still got to concentrate and focus to get that third out.
2 balls and a strike. And a swing and a smash to left. Left fielder on the move toward the gap. Won't get there. That ball's going to the wall. Run scores on his way to second. William Good has a 3-hit game, a 2-out RBI double. Retif Oil takes an 8-4 lead.
William Good, I mean, he's looking good, hitting the ball good, and that one was a shot. He hit that thing towards the wall right there, and that's big for the Oilers. That really extends the lead for them. That's some big-time insurance.
8-4 lead now, and another runner in scoring position for Everett Denny, and he's 2 for 3 with a pair of singles and a pair of runs scored. Also flying out to center. The pitch on the way. Denny took a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball to the pitcher. Should be easy. Running toward first, underhanding it there is Gill for the out, and the inning is over, but Retif Oil picks up a run on 2 hits. No errors and a runner stranded. They've left 6. Let's take a stretch here from Lutcher. Bottom of the 5th coming, where Retif Oil leads it by the score of 8-4. And with that, we remind you that tonight's coverage on Crescent City Sports is brought to you by the Lamarck Automotive Complex in Kenner. Lamarck Lincoln is the only Lincoln Black Label dealership in the market. It's more than ownership, it's membership. Must be a reason. So an 8-4 lead now for Retif Oil. So we head to the bottom of the 5th, waiting for the battery of pitcher and catcher to make their way to the field and see if Hughes is still on the mound or if they've gone to the bullpen. Haven't gotten any indication just yet. Interesting that we don't have a pitcher and catcher yet.
And I think the catcher was still might be still trying to put his gear on, whatever.
Well, he got on, but they courtesy ran for him, so he had plenty of time.
Yeah, you're right about that.
But right now we don't see a pitcher yet, so we're assuming there might be a pitching change here. All right, so here we go. And to the mound. It looks like Daniel Burke is going to take over, so Burke will be the pitcher. So Daniel Burke will take over for Scout Hughes. Looks like a new catcher as well. And we'll check that out. So Hughes goes 4 innings. He could get the win here. Hughes in those 4 innings allowed 4 runs, all earned, on 8 hits. But really settled down after a rough couple of innings to start the game. Had a couple of wild pitches and hit a couple of batters, so he wasn't sharp. But again, he battled and he settled into this game that give his team 4 innings and a chance to be able to win this ball game. And now Burke will take his warm-up tosses. 3 strikeouts and 2 walks for Hughes while he was out there. Daniel Burke to the mound. Burke has made 1 appearance on the season. He's 0-1 with a 7-point earned run average. 2 innings pitched, 2 runs allowed, earned. No hits allowed, but the problem for Burke is in those 2 innings he walked 7 batters. Struck out 3, so the command obviously the issue to watch here.
Interesting on that stat right there.
Well, it's only, a short sample size, but still, that's a lot of walks. So clearly, Kenny Goodland wants to see some progress here as he puts him in there with a 4-run lead. And here in the bottom of the 5th, Quinn Smith will lead it off. Smith has grounded out to drive in a run, and he's walked. Started the game on the mound for Atalco. Swinging in a liner down the right field side, slicing into the corner. That is a foul ball, and it's 0-1. Went after the first pitch here. No balls and a strike. Next one on the way. Chopper towards short, coming to get at the shortstop. Merrigan throw right on the money, 1 out.
Good defense right there. The shortstop making that play. I mean, that was really good there by Merrigan. And I mean, that's a big play there, and that's the way to set the tone this inning for Retif Oil's defense.
Luke Babin bats. He's batted twice, singled twice, driven home a run. Left-handed hitter against Burke for the first time, who delivers in a fly ball hit well in deep right center field. Right fielder back, track, wall, and that's gone. A home run for Luke Babin to right center field, and he's cut the deficit to 8-5. Babin goes yard, and he is 3 for 3 on the evening.
We didn't see a lot of offense, and now we got a home run. So that's big there, and that really helps. That helps Atalco more than anything else, you know, just to get back in this game.
Babin on the first pitch hammers one out of here to right to make it 8-5.
And hopefully, let's see if that momentum can help the Bulldogs going forward here.
Here's Gavin Labeouf, who's flied out and had a sacrifice bunt, takes a strike. It's 0-1. No balls and a strike on Labeouf, and here's the pitch on the way. Ooh, just missed the outside edge. No call. It's 1-1. As a swing and a tapper slowly toward third. Charging. Good. Gloves it. Throws across his body. Made a nice play. Round number 2. That's a tough chance. Good job to come in and get it on the run and make a strong, accurate throw across his body.
Very good throw there by Good. I mean, he's doing it all, not just offensively, but defensively too, making the plays for the Oilers.
So with 2 outs, here's Montz. Mason is grounded out, struck out. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball strike. It's 0-1. Breaking ball missing away. It's 1-1. One is a swing and a fly ball foul right side out of play. So now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Montz. As Burke works pretty quickly here. 8-5 Retif Oil, bottom of the 5th inning. Now time called. Slowed things down a bit. There's a swing and a tap foul. Still 1-2. Nice to see Trey Morgan returning to his alma mater at Brother Martin today, supporting their summer teams at Farley Field. Trey off of another really good season for LSU. And he swung at a pitch down and out. That's going to go back to the screen, and he's going to reach. So that'll be a strikeout wild pitch. And Montz will be aboard with 2 outs to keep the inning alive. Swung at one out of the zone. Murray couldn't handle it. Very difficult to stop that.
Very, very much, especially like we mentioned, all that run behind.
And now here's Carson LeBlanc, who singled, scored a run, and he's walked 1 for 1.
And my question is, does Trey Morgan stays in the same position next season or change in position? What do you think? I know he's had a real good year.
Fast strike at 0-1. Well, he's been there since he started. I would imagine he'll be there, and he's a good first baseman. He can play the outfield. He's a good athlete, but I got to imagine unless they recruit someone that's just terrific at that spot, that he'll stay there. They've got Braden Jobert, who plays first base as well, but he's not going to play there as long as Morgan's there. Swinging a foul back, and it's 0-2. Did Braden's games at Delgado, and he's an outstanding player and hitter. Had 18 home runs for LSU this year, but DH'd and played right field some. But Trey was very good at first base. New supply of balls for the home plate umpire. 0-2 the count.
And 1 is never enough for the umpire. You got to have at least 5 or 6.
Well, you get those balls that go out of play frequently, get scuffed up. There's so much of that transpires. You need to have a lot ready to play these games. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner aboard. The pitch is outside and high. So it's 1-2. A show me pitch by Burke. In every inning that Retif has scored, so has Atalco. 1-2, and a breaking ball missing down and away. Good read by LeBlanc, and it's 2-2. So he would not expand his zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And another. Missing way outside and low, so it's full 3-2.
After those strikes, Burke has thrown a whole bunch of balls here. He's got to really aim for the strike zone to try to get out this inning.
Well, that'll get the runner going here. Montz, first baseman, will play behind him. With 2 outs, Montz will take off. There he goes. Payoff pitch, swinging a pop-up right side. First baseman over, foul territory, has a play. Making the catch is Ufnak, and the inning is over with a run on a hit and 1 man stranded. That's now 9 left for Atalco. We played 5 innings, and Retif Oil leads it by the score of 8-5. Interesting, as I mentioned, that in every inning which Retif has scored, so is Atalco. The difference is the 4 spot in the second inning for Retif Oil. Still 2 innings to go here, and still an opportunity for Atalco. They're in touch in this game. It's up to Gavin Gill to try to keep this a 3-run game as he returns to the mound to work in his 3rd inning in relief of Quinn Smith. And he'll be facing the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for Retif Oil, Ufnak, Janson, and Soder here in the 6th inning.
And this has been, I tell you, this has been fun, with this summer league here, especially with this calling this game tonight, And my biggest thing is I just got to get used to the names, the sponsored names, And but this is real good baseball, and this is really testing these guys and getting them ready for some big time gameplay when regular season starts the next year. So I really like what I'm seeing with both of these teams, and it's kind of like you said, you're trying to make me feel at home with this offense, So it's been real interesting, real fun baseball.
Gill completes his warm-up tosses as we head to the 6th. Ufnak will lead it off.
And these coaches are so relaxed, they're still teaching, they're still coaching, but they're a little relaxed a bit. They're not arguing with the umpires, like talking about it. They just know that, this is work for our team.
First pitch missing for a ball to Ufnak, who has singled twice, driven home a run, scored twice, 2 for 3 for Hunter. Gill with a 1-0. High and away, 2-0. Another. Swinging a foul right side. It's 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Chopper toward the mound. Play will be to first. Easy chance. One out as Gill throws out Ufnak. He's 2 for 4. The batter is Alex Janson. Walked to drive home a run in the first. Grounded out to drive home a run in the second. Singled in the fourth. It's 1 for 2 with a pair of RBIs and a stolen base.
Johnson really has played a real good game today for Retif. Looking to try to do some more damage here.
Finally settles into the batter's box. And the pitch on the way. That's high for ball 1. One-0. Sails in there for a strike over the outside edge. And it's 1-1.
Good pitch by Gill right there. Very good pitch.
1-1. Bounced it. It's 2-1. Two balls and a strike on Janson. Next pitch on the way. Missed outside. It's 3-1. Soder on deck. Lights taking effect here in Lutcher as we're about to turn the 8 o'clock hour. 3-1. And he went around on a high fastball. Didn't mean to, but now it's full 3-2.
Now there's a chance for Gill to try to, shut things down if he can.
3 balls and 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch to Alex Janson is a swing and a foul. It's holding at 3-2. Alex back in there. Another 3-2. And a ground ball to second. Backhanded nicely Brown. Throw to first. Nice play. 2 outs. Ty Brown throws out Janson.
And that right there is how you trust your defense. You just throw down a strike and see what your infield can do. Good job by the second baseman.
2 gone, and here's William Soder. First pitch missing away for ball 1. One-0 pitch. That drops in there for a strike. It's 1-1 on Soder. There's a base hit and a walk and 2 RBI. 1 for 2. Now the 1-1 pitch. Missing away. And it's 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike. Soder back in. 2-1 pitch. Swinging a line drive, base hit, right center field. Paints the gap. That ball's going to travel toward the wall. To the wall it goes. Soder to second. He's got a ringing double. With 2 outs, William Soder with his second hit. Double number 3 for Retif Oil.
Good job by Soder. I mean, he hit the ball right to the gap where nobody can get it. And good thing for Retif, that ball went all the way to the wall. And Soder getting to second easily. So now Atalco's just got to really dig deep here with 2 outs. But now a runner is going to position for Retif.
Bluff moved to second. Stop of the batter. He's got 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, and he's struck out. 2 for 3. With 2 outs, the pitch. Right down the middle for a strike. It's 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. Strike called over the inside corner. Good fastball. It's 0-2.
Real good pitch there by Gill. Now a chance to get out of this inning here with another strike, but we'll see from here.
No balls and 2 strikes. Stop awaits, and the pitch from Gill. Swinging a foul. Let's do it again.
Retif got a chance to really answer the bell here with another run. But Atalco can just get out and maintain.
Runner breaks for third. They throw there. He's saved. Ball gets away. Runner gets up. He's going to steal a run. So a stolen base and then a throwing error. And Soder steals a run, and that's a big run to make it 9-5.
That's a good job by Soder. He took off, but credit Gill. He almost caught him slipping, but the third baseman missed the ball. And that was huge there. And Retif wound up getting that huge insurance run. They answered the bell. Now they're up 4 runs once again.
Stolen base error scores a run to make it 9-5. Base is empty now. And the 0-2 pitch is swinging a miss, but the runner's going to go to first on a wild pitch. Again, if that ball gets by the catcher, no way he's going to be able to get back and make a play.
Very much agreed, Kenny. Very much agreed.
So a strikeout wild pitch, and things start to come apart here a little bit for Gill. The runner reaches even though he struck out, and here is the new catcher in the game, which is Derek Delat. So Delat will hit. Courtesy ran previously for Barre. Runner goes, and a swing and a line drive to left. That's a base hit. Lead runner will stop at second as Delat rips a single to left. So the rally continues.
Well, Delat stepped in as a utility runner. Now comes in at catcher, and first at bat, he straight up with a shot. Now he's got first and second for Retif that keeps this inning going. That is huge for the Oilers.
It's 15 hits for Retif Oil, and here's Patrick Merrigan, the only player without a hit in the lineup. Pitch on the way to Patrick, and a swing and a foul. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 3. He's grounded out, struck out twice. Chance here with 2 outs to do some damage. He's driven in 3 runs on the season.
That would make the night sweet for Retif if Merrigan gets this hit.
One. Swinging a foul. It's 0-2.
What make a coach smile a little bit, especially in any sport where everybody gets some action, everybody gets a score, everybody gets on that scorecard, you know.
No balls and 2 strikes.
Umpire had to go to the bank of Lutcher to get some balls, you know.
A lot of foul balls out of play here. Merrigan will stand back in. Runners at first and second with 2 outs and a run home. And the 0-2 from Gill. Breaking ball fouled out of play again, right side. A lot of balls fouled off in that direction. Holding at 0-2. Another in the dirt. Wild pitch. Runners will advance to second and third.
Here we go again.
So third wild pitch by Gill in the game, and now base hit could really open this one up for Retif Oil. 1-2 on Merrigan. Second and third, 2 outs. 9-5 Retif Oil on top here in the 6th. And another on the way. Breaking ball high, and it's 2-2.
Atalco, you got to really concentrate on trying to get this third out to get out of this one.
2-2 in the dirt. Another wild pitch. Runner for the plate. He will score. And it's a 10-5 game. Big insurance run on the fourth wild pitch from Gill.
And I think it's Detillier who's behind the plate. I think he's really, really tired because he has blocked a lot of balls today from getting to be wild pitches, and now he's given up 4 wild. He went behind and got 4 wild pitches. So
not much you can do on any of these.
Exactly. I think it's the fact that he's a little tired.
Payoff pitch fouled out of play. We'll do it again with Merrigan. He's about to see the 8th pitch of the at-bat.
Right. You know, as a catcher, it's a lot of movement and all that stuff, you know.
And ball 4 outside, so taking a walk is Merrigan. And it's runners at the corners, 2 outs for Jake Marisi. Marisi has singled and scored. He's 1 for 3. Jake stands in. Runner breaks from first. They got him. Throw to second is high. He's safe, and a run will score. Another throwing error. Here's a runner around third. He's going to come home. So that's going to be 2 runs scoring here, and it's 12-5. So another huge error. Produces 2 runs.
Gill's control right then and there. I mean, you know, some of the wild pitches, but then he tried to get 2 tags. One of them at third, almost there, just missed. But this time he go to second. The ball was way too high on the throw, and it went right into the outfield.
So now the base is empty, 2 outs for Marisi. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. (12-5) now. Down and out. It's 1-1. And a swing and a ball hit down the line, foul, right side out of play. And it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. And a swing and a fly ball hit to right field. Right fielder there, making the catch is Labeouf, and the inning is over. But Retif Oil breaks it open with 4 runs in the inning on 2 hits. There were 2 big errors. Nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning, and it's now Retif Oil on top 12-5 over Atalco, which gives us a chance to tell you that tonight's coverage on Crescent City Sports is brought to you by Ochsner Sports Medicine Institute, treating more than 30,000 athletes a year with innovative treatments for sports injuries. Visit Ochsner.org/sportsmed to learn more. Well, a lot of mistakes there by Lutcher-based Atalco to really open this game up for Retif. Make things a bit easier for Daniel Burke on the mound, VK.
Yeah, absolutely. It takes a lot of pressure off him. He can just, you know, do what he has to do, take care of business, but just hopefully don't give up too many hits, too many base runners for Atalco to get back in it. But at the same time, credit Retif just really answering the bell despite the mistakes for Atalco, but at the same time, Retif with the base running, Retif taking advantage of the mistakes. Credit to them as the Oilers have a 7-run lead right now. And all Burke has to do is really just, you know, just do what he can, throw strikes, and trust your D. If as long as he does that, you know, things will look straight for Retif. But for Atalco, they got, you know, 2 more innings to try to get back in this thing. But right now, 7 runs, that's a lot.
So here in the bottom of the 6th inning, Burke will be facing Gill to lead it off, and then Marshall Luke and Brock Luke to follow for the Lutcher-based Atalco Bulldogs. First pitch on the way. Strike called, it's 0-1. No balls and a strike. And another. Just missed, it's 1-1. Ball and a strike. Another. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. And it's 1-2 on Gill. Other Summer League action today. Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League. You can read about it later tonight, early in the morning. Oh, this one is a lollipop that got away. And it's 2-2. Good game. Two good teams played at Raider Park. And it was Malcolm Dinas, the Archbishop Rummel-based team, that beat River Ridge John Curtis team 2-1, which is big news for Retif Oil because Retif came in at 5-1 and River Ridge came in at 6-1. So a Retif win here will put them in first place in this league. Swing and a miss. Struck him out for out number 1. And the Malcolm Dinas Rummel-based team moves to 4-2-1, and they're strongly in contention as well. So one gone, and here is Marshall Luke, who's been on all 3 times. 2 solid singles to center. A stolen base, and he's been hit by a pitch. Or is it going to be Luke? It might be another batter hitting for him. It looks like we're going to have a hitter here. And that's going to be, no, it's going to be Luke. That's correct. It is Luke. My bad. Marshall stands in. And the pitch to Marshall. Down and out for ball 1. Ball and no strikes. And here's the 1-0 pitch. Sails high and away, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes on Marshall Luke. And now the 2-0 pitch. That's way high. So it's 3-0. Luke looking to get aboard, trying to start something here. Three balls and no strikes. Another pitch on the way, and that is ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk. I haven't gotten Marshall Luke out. He's on for the 4th straight time. He's on with 1 out, and now Brock Luke, who has singled twice. He's 2 for 3. He's driven home a run and scored a run, will bat.
Pitcher and the catcher having a little conference in the middle of the field, just taking a little time.
Just want to throw strikes when you have the lead like this, right?
Yes, 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 you do. Got to continue to throw strikes even with this lead.
Runner leads from first. Pitch on the way. Swinging a ball hit foul. Out of play, it's 0-1. Shane Hurstius, the winner in that win for Malcolm Dinas over the River Ridge Patriots. Pitched 5 2/3 innings, allowed 1 run, struck out 8. Pitch missing away. So it's 1-1. Casey Avrard, the 2 sports star quarterback for Rummel, had an RBI single in that game, and Anthony Mooney drove in a run. Pitch missing, down and out. 2 balls and a strike now on Luke. Luke at first, Luke at bat. It's not the same guy. 2-1 the count. And the pitch. And a swing and a ball hit foul again, left field side. So the count evens up at 2-2 on Brock Luke. Nice short swing he has. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wind has died down here. Flags are virtually still in the outfield. When it has blown, it's blown out. Ball carried really well early in the game. Not so much in the last few innings. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Stepping off, Burke as he eyes the runner at first. And with a 7-run lead, he ought to just concentrate on the hitter, right?
Yes.
At this point.
Indeed.
No need to be preoccupied with a runner unless you're working on something, which could be the case. There's a pop-up very high. Who wants it? Center fielder, right fielder converge. Right fielder there. Making the catch is Denny for the second out.
And the right fielder did a good job calling off the second baseman. And he said, I got it, and he took it right there. And that's what you're supposed to do. That's fundamentals.
Kai Brown bats. He singled. Scored a run, been hit by a pitch, popped out. Bat with 2 outs. Pitch missing high for a ball, 1-0.
And I think Burke was more like trying to be in more game situation what he was doing earlier.
There's a strike called. It's 1-1.
But still, don't put too much pressure on yourself because the fact of the matter is that, you're up 7 runs. All that's really unnecessary. Just concentrate on what's in front of you.
Ball and a strike. Pitch missing down. Nice block. And it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike. And another. And a swing and a fly ball to center. Long run. Center fielder there and making the catch is Soder for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. They've left at least 1 runner in every inning of this game and 10 overall left by Atalco. We go to the 7th inning and it remains 12-5 in favor of Retif Oil. And tonight's coverage on Crescent City Sports is brought to you by the Lamarck Automotive Complex in Kenner. Lamarck Quick Lane services all makes and models, batteries, tires, oil changes, and more. All done quickly while you enjoy some popcorn. Must be a reason that Retif Oil has a 12-5 lead. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that they have been so proficient offensively with 15 hits, count them, in this game. That's a bunch of hits.
Whole bunch of hits, Kenny, and also timely hits as well, especially with runners in scoring position and everything. And that's a sign of a real good team if you have timely hitting. We see that a lot in a lot of baseball games we've both done this year.
And we'll get a new pitcher for Atalco here in the 7th. Going to be Mason Montz to take over on the mound. So Montz becomes the 3rd pitcher of the game following Hughes and Burke. Burke goes 2 innings. While he was out there, 7 hits allowed. I said 7. It's 4 hits allowed for Burke. An inning and a third officially with 4 hits allowed. And 5 runs, but remember, last inning it was unearned runs. All of those in the last inning, all 4 were unearned. So 5 runs, but 1 earned for Burke. And he walked 1, struck out 1 as well. Had the 4 wild pitches, which really hurt him. And a swing and a foul here. It's 0-1. So no balls and a strike. On Good, who's had a big day. He's doubled, singled twice, 3 for 4 with an RBI, grounds at the short. Picked, throw, got him, 1 gone. So Montz gets the first out. here in the 7th. And the batter is Denny. Denny is singled twice. Everett Denny. He scored twice, 2 for 4. Took it low and away for a ball. There's the 1-0 pitch. Bounced it. It's 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes on Everett Denny. Left-handed hitter settles back in. Mont's ready and pitching. And swinging a foul chip into the mitt. It's 2-1. Nightfall has arrived in Lutcher. Two-one pitch. Good breaking ball for a strike called. Should be 2-2. Catcher throwing the ball down the third. It's not a strikeout. It's 2-2. Catcher thought it was the third strike. Not quite.
We're almost there. Not yet.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's another pitch on the way, and that is a swing and a pop foul. Out of play, holding it 2-2 on Denny. We're in the top of the 7th, and Retif Oil is on top 12-5. And with the victory, Retif Oil will take over first place in the Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a top foul again, right side. So it remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Another 2-2. Breaking ball beat on the ground, left side base hit. Another good piece of hitting by Everett Denny. His 3rd hit of the game. 16 hits now for Retif Oil. And Hunter Ufnak will bat. He singled twice, driven home a run. He scored twice. He is 2 for 4. Looks like we'll get a runner at first for Denny. Waiting for someone to emerge out of the dugout. And that finally occurs. And that will be number 16, Jack Ainsworth. So Ainsworth to run at first. And here's Ufnak. And here's the pitch. And there's a fly ball foul down the right field side. It's 0-1. Again, this will be the site of the Crescent City Sports Prep League Championships on the 7th and 8th of July. Throw to first, he threw it away. Runner's going to get up and take off. He'll head for at least second. That's another throwing error on a pitcher. That's the 3rd throwing error by a pitcher in this game for Atalco. Now a runner in scoring position. And again, the 7-run game, I'm not sure why you so occupy with a runner on base.
And I guess
didn't work out very well.
Didn't work out at all. I'm just,
swing and a miss. It's 0-2. And again, maybe you're trying to work on a move, and that's what this summer league is all about. Development.
True game situations, It's just trying to prepare.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on a pitch in the dirt. Have to make the throw to first and does for the out. So Ufnak retired on strikes, 2 gone, and here's Alex Johnson, who has walked, singled, grounded out twice, driven home 2.
And we haven't get a call from our best friend Scam Likely, right?
Now we kind of shut that down, man.
There you go.
Tell him to leave us alone. Down and out, ball 1. And the 1-0. Missed the outside edge. It's 2-0. Yeah, 3 favorite callers. No caller, spam risk, and telemarketer. 2-0 the count. A swing and a miss. He chased a breaking ball. It's 2-1.
Good pitch right there by Mons. Very good pitch.
2 balls and a strike on Janson. And here's another. Missing down and in, 3-1. This one's lasted a while because we saw in the first 2 innings of this game, 11 runs scored. Things have settled in a bit since then. They're 3-1 and a swing and a pop-up right side. Second baseman out, right fielder in, right fielder's there. Putting it away is Labeouf, and the inning comes to an end with no runs and a hit, 1 man stranded. And that leaves a total of 7 in the game for Retif Oil. Last chance coming for Atalco, trailing Retif Oil by the score of 12-5. And now I would assume Burke back to the mound, but we'll wait to see if in fact that is the case.
I think this is starting to remind me of those junior college games here, the 2-hour, 30-minute games.
Well, those are, and that's not a long game. By high school, it's a little bit longer, but not so much here. But we're going to have a new pitcher in the game here. It's going to be Lee Bridgewater, the big left-hander. So Lee Bridgewater will take over. He's a good one. So Bridgewater will become the 3rd pitcher of the game. Burke able to go 2 innings. Allowed the 1 run, the home run, while he was in there. Did a solid job overall. Walked 1 and struck out 2. Home run allowed was the only hit he gave. And now Lee Bridgewater takes over. Very impressive, big left-hander for Retif Oil. Seen him previously, was quite impressed with him. He's made 3 appearances on the year, and he's 2-0 with a 1.05 earned run average. 6 2/3 innings. He's allowed 3 runs, only 1 of those earned. Only 2 hits allowed. And he has walked 2 and struck out 6. So Lee Bridgewater in there to try to get the final 3 outs and put this one to bed. And here in the bottom of the 7th inning, last chance for Atalco, Colin Rokes, Quinn Smith, and Luke Babbitt are due. Bridgewater finishes up his tosses. And here is Rokes, who has had a sacrifice fly. He's fanned and grounded out. Bridgewater gets the sign. First pitch on the way to Rokes. Swing and a miss. Threw it by him, 0-1.
That looked like a real good one there. Real good pitch.
No balls and a strike. And another. Threw that by him. Fastball. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Just 1, 2, 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. 1 out. Bridgewater gets Rokes with hot stuff.
And have a snack and milk and cookies, and you're done.
2 more to get to put this one to bed, and the batter will be Quinn Smith.
I was very impressed with those pitches. I think we talked about him before we got here, and man, 3 pitches impressed so far. That he's great.
Pitch missing for a ball. It's 1-0. Smith has grounded out twice, walked. He's driven home a run. One-zero pitch, swing and a miss. It's 1-1.
And I'm wondering on the depth, what he's like, number 1, number 2, 3 starter at Jesuit. I mean,
not this past season, but he certainly figures in their future plans. 1-1 the count. Next pitch on the way from Bridgewater. Strike call. Good pitch. Fastball again. It's 1-2.
Sometimes, like we mentioned, Summer League is an audition to what you can do for next year.
1-2, swung on and missed. He threw it by him. 2 hitters faced, 2 powerful strikeouts, 2 gone, 1 more to get. And here's Luke Babin, who has the home run. He's had a perfect night. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and the home run and 2 RBI.
We're going against a hot pitcher here. This is going to be an interesting at-bat here.
First pitch is on the way. Just missed. 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch, swinging a foul. It's 1-1. Ball and a strike. And another pitch on the way. Swinging a foul back. And Retif Oil is a strike away from a win. It's 1-2. On Babin. Bridgewater is ready. And the pitch. And a ground ball foul first base side. Babin stays alive at 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch. Fastball high. It's 2-2. Play Babin slightly to pull. Of course, they're deep. Remember, he homered earlier. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bridgewater ready with another. Ground ball first base side. Nice play to the bag. Ufnak, game over. Nice play by Ufnak to end this one as Retif Oil defeats Atalco by the score of 12-5. Nice way to end it with a web gem there by Hunter Ufnak as Retif Oil gets it done here. Bridgewater retires the side in order here in the 7th inning to put this one away. And a good job here all around by Retif Oil in this one to emerge victorious by the score of 12-5. As we give you the totals of the ball game for Retif Oil, it was 12 runs, 16 hits, no errors, 7 left on base. For Atalco, it was 5 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors, 10 men were left on base. The winning pitcher is Scout Hughes as he goes 4 innings and picks up the victory, his first of the year, to go to 1-0. And the losing pitcher was the starter Quinn Smith for Atalco. And Smith, with the defeat, is 0-1. The game took 2 hours and 32 minutes to play. Nice crowd watching. And Jesuit-based Retif Oil wins it 12-5, and they improved to 6-1 on the season. And Lutcher-based Atalco drops to 4-3 with the loss. And with the win, Retif Oil takes over first place for now in the Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League. BK, some final thoughts about what we saw here today?
I mean, 2 real good teams playing each other, and Retif really made some plays. They did a great job in the last 3 to 4 innings settling down on defense. And Ufnak, you've seen the wheels on him. My goodness, to make that last play. But Retif's defense and pitching combined, what a way for them to win it. And especially a lot of base runners left for Atalco, but I enjoyed coming out here tonight. Very good, and I think this league has a great future. I really like what the Crescent City Sports Summer League has to offer right here.
Well, a good showing tonight by Retif Oil. They came out swinging the bats from the first pitch, and they never stopped in that regard. Put up 12 runs on 16 hits and get it done here by the score of 12-5. I want to thank everybody here at Lutcher for helping make this possible. Chip DeSherry, who turned out to be a great door cracker earlier here today to get us in here. Thank you, Chip. Thanks to Ryan Jensen. Thanks to Sarge Johnson for helping make this possible. Great to see Tim DeTillier out here as well. Thanks to our friend Kenny Goodlett at Jesuit as well. And we appreciate everyone who accommodates us on a regular basis, which was the case again tonight. And we saw some good players, and we saw some really good offense in this game here tonight as Jesuit-based Retif Oil wins it by the score of 12-5 over Atalco. Been a pleasure. Thank you so much, VK.
I appreciate it, Kenny, and looking forward to working with you again, man. But this was real fun. Thank you so much.
Want to thank Chip Merritt for a job well done as always, Matt Merritt for a job well done always as well. And, of course, we remind you that we will be back at you next Monday and Tuesday with games on Monday and Tuesday in the Crescent City Sports Prep Summer League. And we hope you'll have a chance to join us for those games. Then we'll have the game Monday between River Ridge, the John Curtis-based team, and Cretan Townsend Homes, the St. Charles Catholic-based team, at 1:30 in the afternoon. Until then, our final score again tonight, 12-5, Retif Oil over Atalco. Ken Trahan saying thanks for joining us and be a good sport. God bless you one and all. We are rounding third and heading home. So long.